You're very welcome back to Tuam Stadium. It's the second of today's double-header here in the Secours Galway Senior Football Championship. Earlier on we saw a pretty comprehensive victory for Mount Ballymaloe, and now the action turns to the county champions Corofin, who they're playing Milltown here as well. So a bit of a local couple of clubs coming together. But Alan, always a bit of an excitement no matter where anybody is watching this stream. When you see Corofin, they get that aura, they have that reputation, and it's normally fully justified.
Yeah, they came out there, Jonathan, with about 32, 33 players, and the Yellow Brigade came out, and it was a sight to behold them coming out all together in the yellow and green of Corofin, and it's going to be a tough ask for the next hour for Milltown to get a win in this Group 4 Championship second round. So it's going to be an interesting display of how both sides play football today. So yeah, really looking forward to this hour of football.
So we saw in the first round, this is round 2, this is the two winners of the group coming together in Group 4, but we saw a statement of victory from Corofin over Monavea Abbey in the first game.
Yeah, look, they put up a big score, 4-20 against Monavea's, 10 points. So the big round of scores were nearly 10 different scores that day against Monavea, and I suppose, yeah, they're going to look down, have to put another statement, put 3 in a row on Guy Delaney's first year's championship over Corofin. He'll want to lay down a marker here and got 4 points on the board second round of the championship.
So as one small thing of note, we should say congratulations to Kevin Johnson. He was the side that led Corofin for the last couple of years. He's taken the Galway under-20 football job.
Yeah, it is interesting to see Kevin take over that job, and taking a 3-year contract. So yeah, look, there'll be a bit of a building process, but no better man, a very astute man when it comes to football. And yeah, Corofin got a great 2 years out of him, and some league wins and 2 in a row. So look, best of luck to Kevin and his management team going forward for Galway football.
Of course, we will see here as we take a look on both teams as the breeze continues to swirl here in Tuam Stadium. Beautiful playing conditions, but let's have a look at the teams. Let's look at the county champions warming up in front of the town goal up here in front of us down to our left hand side. You'll recognise their colours, their customary Corofin jerseys, and they line out as follows. In goal, number 1 will be Oran Burke, number 2 will be Byrne Acone, and at full-back wearing number 19 will be Gavin Burke, and alongside him will be Liam Silk. The half-back line, Dylan McHugh continues to captain the side at wing back. Conor Cunningham and Kieran Malloy complete a pretty impressive back 6 for the county champions. Middle of the field, it was man of the match in their victory over Monavea Abbey, Kieran Brady. Alongside him will be number 20, Vincent Gill. The half-forward line sees Dylan Canny wearing number 24. Martin Farrer starts at centre forward wearing number 21, and Jason Leonard completes the half-forward line wearing number 12. Inside line, Dara Silk wears 13, Michael Lundy wears 14, and Jack McCabe completes the starting 15 for Gary Delaney's side. We'll turn down to our left hand side, down towards the scoreboard end, where it is Milltown who have made the short journey up the road. They're in the customary blue and white, and they line out as follows. They are boosted this year by the return between the sticks of number 16, Conor Nolan. It is Owen Larky wearing number 2, and number 18 is Pádraig Godwin, and number 4 James Martin. They complete the full-back line. The half-back line then sees number 5 Sam Fearick, number 3 I beg your pardon, is Jack Curran, and number 7 is John Martin. Middle of the field sees Terence Godwin wear 20, and a pretty experienced player alongside him, number 23 James Kavanagh. The half-forward line sees number 13 Niall Costello, number 14 Michael Martin, and number 11 is Mark Hare. And then the inside line sees number 12 Mike McWalters, number 15 Owen Mannion, and number 10 completes the starting 15 is Liam Costello. So that's both sides. The PA system is blaring here in full flow at Tuam Stadium. Pitch is looking perfect as always. Still a little bit overcast, still a little bit breezy, but we're already wondering, and you feel like, without getting too carried away of ourselves, all the control of the game fears it's like on the team to our left, the county champions.
Yeah, I'm just looking at that half-back line there of Corofin, Johnny. It's going to be a tough 60 minutes from Milltown to deal with McHugh, Cunningham and Malloy going forward, and the way they break ball at pace and look for that delivery ball into their foot flower line as quick as they can. They go through this transition, very quick Corofin, and man, the warm up there, Jared Silk, he's going to be the top man for this club going forward, taking over the birth of the legend that was the
Gary Sice here.
Gary Sice, apologies, Gary. With his 14 county medals, that the left footer that Dara's going to take over for him with the left footer freeze and stuff like that. So it's a big boost to Phil. And Corofin will look synonymous for this year's championship as well. So look, Milltown are going to have a tough hour on their hands here going forward.
Yeah, see some of the respective management taking the situation here in the back of the press box as well, such as the modern game as well, the eyes in the stand, the statsmen and everything. It's a full hands at the deck operation for both sides.
Yeah, actually, look at it. And I think when Corofin won the last All-Ireland, they had 23 or 24 lads in the background team, and that's the way things are gone. Club teams nowadays, Johnny, are like inter-county teams possibly were 10 or 15 years ago, that they're gone a step and beyond going forward. It's getting harder and harder for the clubs just to have as a man says, a manager one time, it nearly picked the team in the pack of cigarettes, like, you know what I mean. So them days are well and truly gone. You need a full background team now, S&C, nutritionists, dietitians, everything is going forward for club teams. It's nearly an inter-county setup, but I see my old stablemate Martin Mack is back in the goalkeeping coach for Corofin there again, so he's going to be a big help for Owen Burke and Tom Belay this year as a goalkeeping coach. So again, going to be interesting hour of football ahead.
Yes, plenty of big high-profile players former players on both sides as well in the respective managements. Corofin down to our left have them there last the huddle. Milltown have broken away. We will have our own Devine here to follow very, very shortly here in Secours Stadium before we get ready for this Group 4 Secours Galway, a senior football clash. Of course, this is brought to you on Galway GEA TV, a collab between Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. Brother brought you a fine victory earlier on for Montpellier Mila, and then tomorrow the cameras will follow up the road up to Pearse Stadium for another double-header of exciting action here in the Galway Senior Football Championship. Last of the routines are getting in situ. Both sides are lining up on their respective 45s here in Secours Stadium and getting ready for the national anthem as the players make way and come their way out. And you spotted a late change there as well, Alan, have you?
Yeah, I see that Corofin are going with Morton Lyon goal instead of Owen Burke. He's lined up there for the national anthem, so it'll be interesting to see. Tom Healy's going to start for Corofin and kind of take over from he played the first round as well, so it was Owen has been as mentioned on the team sheet, but looks like Tom Healy's going to take over in that position. Yeah,
potentially late change as well, because Corofin, to their credit, are usually very helpful in adding up the team sheets coming up to us here before, and so but either way it will be still a little bit of a pause here, so I think waiting for our on the vein. I think everyone's gone to hell with that, and we'll just get straight into the football. I could make a joke or something like that. We're in North Galway, Alan. Football, our religion, our nationality is Gaelic football. We'll go along those lines, something like that.
Exactly. Well, as I said, we can sing the national anthem to ourselves, but it's all about football now going forward for the next hour. And whatever chance Montpellier have to get or Milltown have in this first half, it's important that they get a good start and kind of put Corofin thinking about where they are going to go forward in this championship. So from the throw in now, it's going to be helter skelter, and Pádraig Malloy is going to take the charge as the referee for the game.
So here we go. And there's Milltown who won the throw-in. They're attacking the town goal here. They're on the attack straight away. It's Terence Godwin. Gives it now towards Liam Costello. Costello's going down the heart of the attack. She takes a shot and fouled in the pro through. James Malloy has indicated that it was a foul after the Milltown man had taken the shot on goal. It was a low shot, perhaps a little bit affected by the nudge on the back. Shaven foam comes out for the first time. And it'll be an opportunity now for Milltown to get an early lead here in Secours Stadium. Mark Hare, their ever talisman, has this opportunity. He's just inside the old D, on slightly left of centre, down the town goal. He's done this a million times over the years in the blue of Milltown. And he's the opportunity, strikes it off the hands, strikes it up, and strikes it over the bar for the opening score of the game. So probably a little bit happy Unlike the first game where we nearly had to wait 10 minutes for a score, we've got one within the first minute.
Yeah, and to credit Milltown, just looking at their forwards, Johnny, like they will cause Corofin some trouble with the Costo, Mannion, Michael Martin and Mark Hare. There are good forwards, like, so if they win enough ball there, and it's like to have the experience of James Cavan around the midfield again to try and get on that ball to get the supply into the lads inside who are lively, the Corofin will have a battle on their hands, hopefully.
Healy went long with that one. It was picked up by Kieran Malloy, got a bit of a bang across the cheek, and he's welcome to the game here, but has been warded with the free. And Corofin on the attack straight away. Down towards the left hand side where James Leonard gives the ball off the shoulder, back through the hands they go. Picked up by Martin Farr, a good ball in towards the corner, but it just dribbles out and they run out of real estate over there. So it will be the first opportunity for Conor Nolan to restart things here. Just coming up to shy of 2 minutes gone here in the opening half of the second of a doubleheader here at Tuam Stadium. Milltown lead Corofin by a point to no score. Crowd still making their way in here to join the Saturday evening football. And opportunities. We can see what Nolan, he usually likes to go long with it, has a couple of short options, but indeed puts his foot through it. And up it goes towards Kavanagh, who drops well, and then it's well won there by John Martin. He's under pressure, has been warded with the free, and taking it potentially quickly. I'm going to stall things, and Kavanagh now looks up for options. Has Costello inside making an early run, but decides to go short. Plays a 1-2, gets the ball back again. Took the ball off the shoulder there of Terence Godwin, and now it out towards Mike Martin. And left boot down the corner towards Mark Hare. Hare cuts in, spins around, clever little hand pass over the top, and now sees Liam Costello coming through on goal here on the left hand side. Costello strikes it, and Costello puts it over the maroon start. Milltown, the heavy underdogs coming into this game, have got a 2-point advantage, but a clever, almost Joe Canning hand pass there for Mark Hare, split the defence.
Yeah, a bit of experience there by Mark, and again, Costello, when he gets the afterburners on, he's hard to stop when he gets forward. Now it's a big turnover there with that kick out, so Milltown are on the attack here by young Owen Mannion again.
Yeah, Mannion gets the opportunity, turns down the shot at 2. Happy to wait for possession, gives it towards Kavanagh now, looking to push up the blue shirts. Over towards the left hand side, Mike McWalters. It was intervention that won the ball back after that stray kick out from Tom Healy. Now it comes from Mike Martin, who's playing a little bit deeper. It seems to be a common trend with full forwards over the course of action here so far. A lot of the full forwards are coming out playing a lot deeper here in the first half. Right hand cue, Martin gets it just outside the 45, breaks the 45 in fact, over towards the right hand side, where Niall Costello now puts on the afterburners, and he has pace. He's got the wrong side, might have been fouled. He is fouled as well. His boot has been taken off, but he's got the free in, and some early promise there. And I suppose you talked about the potential attack and speed in the Milltown attack. You're seeing it there in the opening 4 minutes where they lead by 2 points.
Yeah, the two Costellos got on the ball, and Owen Mannion, they're very fleet of foot in relation to their attack and play, and they'll be hard to stop once they get the possession. But the big thing is to get them possession around the middle quarter or middle half there, and they did that in relation to a bad kick out by Healy, so they got the turnover, so that's put some 3 points, no score up.
Yeah, there is Mike Martin with his first sub of the day. You would anticipate that it won't be his last. And now Healy comes again. Milltown putting a bit of pressure on here, a lot of conversations, a lot of movement up. The Milltown management there, they've gone local as pretty much all of the backroom staff are from the parish now, after having gone with different options in the last couple of years. Certainly some names that you recognise from Galway football in the last while. They're now in situ, but here comes Corofin on the attack themselves, trying to get their opening score of the game. Dylan McHugh gets possession, chips a nice ball over towards the left hand side where Dara Silk has gone a little bit deeper, just chips a little hand pass or kick pass even in towards the corner, where Lunny now comes out. He's looking for options, indicating he wants some movement. Coming around the shoulders, Jack McCabe. He gets the ball now. There's an option in field now. And this is Corofin are so dangerous at coming through. A little bit of follow through there will be a foul. So this is pretty much a free hit, as the shot will, no, they take their time with it. Coming around the corner there is Dylan Canny. A short little hand pass inside from Farr comes across, and now that definitely was a free. A heavy challenge comes in on Liam Silk over there, and the doctor might need to do some treatment on himself there as well, because that is pretty agricultural.
Yeah, that was the old-fashioned clothesline there by the Milltown defender on Liam Silk, but they had the advantage, and Dara will look to get his first score on the scoreboard today for Corofin. Yeah, so Corofin again look to Dylan Kenny. They're lively in attack and looking to get the ball forward, but good score by Dara off his left, first score of the game. Corofin.
Beautiful. We were right behind that one, Alan. You could see it curl over the bar beautifully. Their first score of the game, as you said, 1 point for Corofin to the 3 of Milltown. 6 minutes gone here in the first half, and Conor Nolan will come to reset again. That said, Milltown pushed up, but it's the same setup here, a line of 3 and 3, another 2 behind it from Corofin. They really have gone full court squeeze on this one. It's almost like a trend in modern football, particularly since the rule change on the kick out. So Nolan goes long up towards Kavanagh again. That's a go through, and Kavanagh gets a paw on the ball, but it's well run at the back there. And it was Liam Silk who's fresh from that. Bit of a welcome to the game a couple of moments ago. Quick reacted the quickest, and now Jason Leonard now comes over on the left hand side, skips inside the 45, looking for options, hand passes the ball off the shoulder, and backwards they go now, and they turn to recycle here. McCabe infield towards Silk, has been involved a lot so far, as has Dylan McHugh, the team's captain, over on the right hand side, breaks the 45, has options down the shoulder, is Dylan Canny on the backdoor cut. It's just a little bit in front of him. Canny stretches, keeps on possession, gives it back towards McHugh back towards Lunny now. Lunny looks up, will he take a shot on goal? He will. It's left, this one's high, will it have the legs to go over the bar? It's a dangerous goal into the breadbasket of Conor Nolan, who got clattered by Kieran Malloy in the end. An old school put some snow on the ball.
Yeah, it was hanging. It was a ball that a goalkeeper to get.
You must have been getting nightmares there, were you?
Yeah, the sweats were coming again, Jonathan, in relation to them sort of ball. But look at Conor dealt well with it. He stood his ground and gathered that into the bread basket, and set up a bit of attack again from Milltown, and James Kavanagh is using experience trying to get on as much ball as he can around the middle for Milltown.
Milltown moves through their hands now. Jack Curran now gets possession, goes across Malloy. Malloy does well and almost strips him. It's a ball on Malloy. He's forced a brilliant turnover, and this is dangerous. This is what Corofin are so dangerous on the transition. McEwen coming flying forward. Ball over the left hand side towards Leonard. Leonard skips on possession. Front of the scoreboard end, solos around. Still has possession of the football. Backwards he goes, and they go to reset Farah now across towards Malloy. This is all of Milltown's undoing a couple of moments ago. It looked like they might be up the pitch. Instead, Malloy, who has possession of the ball, stripped the ball brilliantly and gives it back to his side. And they'll be very, very patient on the football now. It's McCabe. McCabe looks up, of course involved in the Galway setup as well before he went on his travels. Ball down the line. This one's towards Canny, another player. And so many of the Corofin perspective have worn the maroon in the last couple of years. McHugh now, as Conor Cunningham went like a train in front of him, he's parked himself in full forward now as Jason Leonard has possession of the football outside the 45. That hop and a skip that you normally see, trying to open up his legs, goes across the left hand side towards Farr. Farr hits trouble, and the challenge comes in, and Milltown come out with the ball. The pressure comes on, and an option of bodies are around there, and it's scrappy though. Kavanagh's going to have to stretch, and they collide, and Slamferic somehow gets out of the way and then boots the ball up towards Mannion. Mannion off the shoulder quickly, and now they're coming flying forward into open country. Here is Niall Costello. He has legs, there's options inside. Hare's all alone, but now the defence comes back. Backwards they go, and it's Mannion coming like a train here. Cross towards Ferrick. Ferrick outside the 2-point arc, punches the ball in towards the corner towards Costello. Costello cuts inside, gets on his left foot. Costello still going, head down, he's still going through. Punches the ball from distance, and punches the ball up, and punches the ball over the bar. And Milltown have extended out their lead 4 points to 1, but that was a fine score.
Yeah, it was. And Costello, when he gets them after Burners down, he's so low to the ground. He's dynamic in the way he solos the ball, and they're very Corofin are trying to find it hard to get to handle him. Again, I go up to my work colleague there, James, who's a local guard in Loch George. He again won that turnover there in the break there for Milltown. He put his body in the line and won that ball. So
he's won a sideline ball for himself out of absolutely nothing as well there.
Yeah. He's so Milltown have been happy enough here at 4 points to 1 with 9 minutes on the clock. So yeah, they'll be very satisfied the way things have set up at the moment. The one caveat
that you would say, 2 caveats on that. One, it's Corofin, and then secondly, Monavea Abbey had a similar sort of start. Perhaps another stray ball gets a boot in. This could be dangerous. Canning goes back, and then a slight tackle almost from James Martin had to be done. An important intervention there. But Monavea Abbey did quite well for 10-15 minutes before Corofin blew them apart. A bit of a follow through there in front of the officials as the ball was down on the floor. It was Niall Costello who had maybe done a little bit of push initially, but not a lot in that one on second view. And Corofin don't waste any time coming flight from the center. Dara Silk, this McHugh on the right hand side, will he go for goal? No, he's happy to punch it up and push it over the bar. We're back to a 2-point ball game, and Milltown leading by 4 points to 2 after 10.5 minutes of action. But there's probably, I don't want to sound disrespectful, but in this 10.5 minutes there's probably more football played than the previous match.
Yeah, it's a lot more entertaining, a lot more serious footballers there. They're on show in this game, but No, as you said, no disrespect into the last game, but it's a lot more entertainment. And Corofin, in relation to this kick out here, are really going to put the squeeze on Conor Nolan. If you watch the lads now, once the ball is in the air, the Corofin lads get out to the half-hour line nice and live to try and win that break.
So Conor Nolan goes long over the press. Brady goes up. It's won there by Bernard Cohn. And Brady did well initially, with Cohn tidy things up back towards Malloy as well. But Corofin really cutting out any form of a short kick out there as well. They'd gone 3-3 the first time. That was more like 3-6 in terms of the press there as well.
Yeah, and they really did that to Motivate in the first match as well, Jonathan, where I think they got 11 turnovers from kick-outs from the Motivate keeper. And like you said there, Motivate led at one stage against Corofin possibly in the first half, but then in the second quarter I think Corofin outscored them
Leonard going for
3-7-4.
Has he got the accuracy? He hasn't. He's a fine striker. You can't blame him from taking that opportunity.
No, especially when he gets that opportunity. He's a beautiful striker of a ball, but probably just leaning back a bit more and kind of skewed it off the right hand side of the boot, and that's the first white for Corofin.
So 4 points to 2 is the Milltown advantage. Coming up to 12 minutes of action gone here in the first half in this Bon Secours Galway Senior Football Group 4 Round 2 clash. Nola now has tended to go long the last couple of times. Milltown have swarmed different directions. And now up towards the left hand side they go. It's batted down by Corofin, and Lundy's going to get the breaking ball here, but he touched the ball on the surface, and either way he's ran out of real estate. Martin takes it quickly, where it's picked up by Jack Corofin. Corofin now gives it towards Kavanagh. Kavanagh looked up, looks around for options, just taking the sting out of things, and punches the ball backwards towards Godwin. I said Mike Martin had gone deep from full forward. He's back almost the deepest of his outfield players, and almost a full back position at the moment, trying to run it from deep. Spins around a couple of times around in that location. Comes across now towards Terence Godwin. And they're really just trying to take the sting out of this one. I'm not quite sure if it's trying to suck some room up for over the top. They go with Costello now. Costello hand pass down the line, and infield it goes to Sam Fearig. He scoops and gets possession of the ball up towards Martin again, and he looks up, spins around, still slowly come forward, punches the ball to Sam Fearig. Has to be careful because Liam Sill comes out and gobbles man ball, and now it's position back with Farrer from Corofin. And look at the space inside if they get the long ball over the top. Infield they go towards Brady. Brady quickly off the shoulder. Gavin Burke coming forward the first time. The ball is over the top up towards Sill. This is what a ball that is. Good defending at the back. Still Darragh Sill pops it off the shoulder towards Dylan McHugh, trying to get his second of the game, and he's gone and nailed it. It's a 1 point ball game here in Tuam Stadium. 13 and a half minutes gone, 4 points to 3 in front of Milltown, but Corofin are really start to spin up the gears.
That's what Milltown can't do, is get caught with a turnover and the quick ball. Then they're looking for that precise ball inside the full forward line. A beautiful ball by Gavin Burke into Dylan to Darragh Silk, who held on to it enough time for McHugh to pop up with his second score of the game with just 13 minutes on the clock.
So Conor Nolan looks up again. He's gone in front of us for the majority. Looks like he might go the other side now perhaps, although just to say that more bodies edge towards us here in front of the Joe O'Toole stand. No option to go short with the press, so lofts it out into centre zone up towards Kavanagh again, who gets a half punch on the football, but there's a lot of Corofin shots there, and Kieran Brady via Jason Leonard gets position back for their side. Now it comes up towards Jack McCabe. McCabe now has an option off the shoulder there, Vincent Gale, but he decides to boot it long up towards Lunley. Comes out from the edge of the square there, and hand passes the ball back towards Leonard again. Went from through a little bit earlier. This time decides to solo. Darragh Silk, he might look up. Decides just to try and poke another little bit of hole here. Over towards the left hand side. Short hand pass up towards Liam Silk. Backwards it goes, and they're on the attack again. Lundy now hit some contact. Shot is taken from a difficult angle. Have they curl this one over? It looks like they have.
There, yeah.
Darragh Silk is the scorer of the day so far. Out near the scoreboard with his left foot, you would say almost an impossible angle, and he curls it over to level the sides, 4 points apiece.
Yeah, he possibly had an opportunity for a 2-pointer there and in front of the goal, Johnny, but he just worked a few plays and got it out on the left hand side near the scoreboard and put a beautiful ball over the bar with his left foot. A sweet score by Darragh. That's his second of the game so far.
Feels like Corofin are starting to get motor now. They've got the last couple of scores in a row to tidy things up, and they're starting to destroy the Milltown kick-outer as well. They've won the last few. McHugh now is able to come through, and now it is Darragh Silk who levelled things a couple of moments ago, chips the ball in towards the corner. Now space is starting to develop. Lunny's come out now looking around for options. Goes backwards where it's picked up by Farrer again. In field it goes towards McHugh. McHugh now, as Liam Silk now comes sprinting forward the far side to stretch it a little bit more. Ball in the possession now of Dylan Canny. Comes out on the right hand side across towards McCabe. McCabe off the left. Oh, what a strike that is. It's going to go curl too much, in fact. It has. It started off so much left, but curled almost the whole width of the post.
Yeah, just a small bit. He didn't get over the ball really, I suppose. Just leaned back and small, but that's why it brought the ball from left to right a bit more. And yeah, he was in hard luck there. But Conor Nolan is really under pressure with these kickouts, especially under the stand side. Out of the 7 or 8 kickouts there, the Milltown have only won them so far, so that's not good for Corofin or for Milltown at the moment. They need to get this kick out now and see how they can get the forward up to Costello and the lads up front.
So it looks like he's going to go over towards the right hand side, over towards the terrace, up towards Mark Hare. But again, Brady, well, he didn't get huge contact on the ball. He did enough to shield it back towards Cunningham, who tidied things up. And Corofin on the attack again. Scores are level here, halfway through the first half at Tuam Stadium, 4 points apiece. But you do feel like the county champions are just starting to get their emotions going, get through the gears. Cross now, and it's picked up by Gavin Burke. He's so dangerous when he's coming flying forward. Possession of the football, as is Malloy on the 45 of Milltown. Centre possession, looking up, backdoor cut is Silk. Across now it comes toward McCabe. McCabe will give the ball back now towards Malloy. Malloy with a hand pass, half batted away, but Corofin win the breaking ball. Liam Silk did well there to dig his Galway colleague out of a little bit of hot water there. Into the space it goes now, and over towards the right hand side. Corofin are starting to have shirts and bodies starting to appear absolutely everywhere. They're starting to poke holes, and here comes McCabe. First one curled away too much. This one looks good, and this one the umpires reach for the flag, and Corofin are in front for the first time here in Tuam Stadium. 17 and a half minutes gone, 5 points to 4. That one was a fine strike from McCabe.
Yeah, that was a sweeter kick from McCabe. He stood over there to his weaker foot, left foot again, and kicked that over the bar. Beautiful score, but as I said, Milltown really in the pressure, John, in relation to kick-outs, and Corofin are dominating this middle third here at the moment, and maybe a short one by Conor, but no, he's going to go long again. It's a high hang one that could prevail the attacking team, and Malloy has won it.
He's just outwon that one, and buries his way out, wins a free as well for his side, takes the solo and go. Milltown have to be careful. Malloy though has gone the required distance, but he's got a good bit forward, off the shoulder quickly now, coming forward. Vincent Gill had got a lot of ball forward there. Leonard now over towards the left hand side. McCabe again, turn down the opportunity, gives it towards Farrer, and he comes across now and runs and punches the ball over towards the left hand side. A 1-2 with Lunny, and comes across now. It's Gill now, shortly hand pass across the 45 of the Milltown is Liam Silk now, as you would expect, having a big impact on the game. McHugh gives a 1-2 back towards Silk. He'll punch the ball over. Can he squeeze it out? And it's out for a 45, I would believe. Referee, and the umpire's hand is up. Is he going to give a free in? I think he's happy to award the 45. Yeah, they were happy to award the 45. Bodies came together on the left hand side, but the big men, the big stars from Corofin are really starting to get prominent out there.
They really are starting to crank it up with McHugh and Malloy, and these lads starting to really getting hands on the ball and really coming at them. So it's unfortunate for Milltown. They really haven't got their hands on the ball in the last 6 or 7 minutes, and Corofin have dominating position, probably 80% of the possession, and when you give Corofin that amount of ball, it's only going to be one way show, and at the moment Milltown are at the end of kind of hard enough last 10 or 15 minutes there.
Yeah, and just getting no oxygen at all off their own kickouts. Corofin are making hay on that one, so it's all one-way traffic in terms of that aspect as things stand here in Tuam Stadium. Here comes the 45 from Dara Silk, strikes it with the left. This one looks good, and this one is good, and Corofin extend their lead here at 6 points to 4. 20 minutes gone here in the first half in Tuam Stadium. The county champions are in front. What does Conor Dolan do here? When you're in this situation, Alan, is it one of those short ones? I know it's more difficult.
You have to really get the possession and back the players. He's right on side here now. He's a spare man there if he's able to work it. But he needs to puck it up to the middle and see can he get a short one somewhere. But it just doesn't seem to have any
desire. Just wants to get it along.
No, it doesn't. No.
And this was Omig Brady again, gets his hand on it. This time though, it is picked up by Milltown. A rare ball. There's a Milltown player down in a heap there as well. That was Terence Godwin. I think as a sea of bodies up, but for the first time we're looking down towards the town goal in quite some time. And now it's Niall Costello who has a bit of pace. Costello spins around, gives the ball back towards Owen Mannion. Owen Mannion loses possession though. That's picked off the ground, surely. It's a free in. And they come forward here as well. It's 10 minutes since the last Milltown score. And so that'll just tell you since then. I think it was 4 points to 2 Milltown led. It's flip of that lead now, 6 points to 4. Although an opportunity here though, difficult angle for Mark here. He's on the 14, almost out the old gate here in Tuam Stadium, but Terence Godwin is getting some treatment as well. He got clattered under the sea of bodies, but an important kick here to come from here.
Yeah, it is important that they get this score, and yeah, it's amazing when they do win the ball around the middle, they do kind of attack Corofin, and they were unfortunate there, Corofin, with that pick up off the ground, but look, that's the way the rules of football are, and well, I was on it as referee there, but a big score here for Hare if he can kick it over the bar.
He's going to strike off his hands.
Looks good.
Oh, it is good, and he squeezes it over. A fine strike from Hare. Makes it a 1 point ball game. Kind of belittled the angle, similar to that effort from Dara Silk over the opposite corner a couple of moments ago as well. But the first score in about 11 minutes of football for Milltown. It's continued on there, and now here comes Tom Healy, and now Milltown, can they try and do what Corofin have done so much, put pressure on the opposition kick out. Goes long up the middle, goes over the top. Brady is just a machine out in the middle there, catches the ball over the lot. Didn't really have a lot around him, but he did the Lone Ranger style for his side, and he's on the attack here again. His side coming flying forward. Shot is taken from a difficult angle, and the umpire gives it the nod, and why don't they? It's a fine strike. It's over the bar. Micheál Lunny gets in on the act again, but Brady, man of the match in the first day, and he's I won't say on track, but he's definitely on track to be a standout player here.
Yeah, that was majestic the way he went up in the clouds there and caught that there on his own, and set up a score for Corofin. But yeah, the middle third here, Corofin are really dominating, and Milltown need to get to the grasp on it, or this could end in formality for Corofin.
So 22.5 minutes gone. It's Corofin leading by 7 points to 5. Another kick out from Milltown. It's been gobbled up by Corofin. Malloy gets it now and sprays it over towards the far corner. What a ball that one is. Lunny, similar position to where he scored a couple of moments ago. This time decides to run it towards Farah, gives it back towards Lunny. The two experienced players combine, and then they chip the ball backwards into space out in the left wing, where they've just almost an embarrassment of choices who's going to be the option. They've decided to use Brady, who's going to solo forward left-footed. Now rolls the ball inside when McHugh comes on the run. McHugh now coming to run the heart of Milltown defence. Little short hands back towards Brady. Could be a goal, but he decides to punch it up, and Brady probably gets the score that he deserves already. It's only 23 minutes gone here in the first half, but Brady is starting to pull the strings and shows he has a bit of class to the immense work rate and the immense physicality he has, and extends out his side's lead to 3.
Yeah, he's a very loose type sort of midfielder. He's beautiful balance and poise when he gets on the move, and that high feeding capabilities that he has is a big plus for Corofin. Even the bit of cuteness, Malloy, who he covered the guard there for the lads for the McHugh coming through. He held back one of the Milltown forward defenders so they could get that through that packet of space, and you can't buy that in relation to coaching. That's Malloy very sharp in relation to that. Conor Monroe, in fairness, has got away a sharp one there, which is good.
Just about though, was James Kavanagh was he was nearly in a different district there. He was just about held the width of the arc there as a short kick out. I think it was necessity more than anything that determined that one, because the kick out stats for Corofin, or from Milltown off Corofin, surely that might be free. Referee says no, play on. Corofin get possession back, and it's just not happening here in the last couple of moments. It's a wave of the county champions. Lunny with a ball over the top, just a little bit too much on that, and Conor Nolan will let that one come out. But talk about necessity, having to go short, and just about got away with that one as well. It was almighty close.
It was, and I suppose that's kind of a bit of experience by Kavanagh. Again, he knew that they were under pressure from midfield. He was looking for that short kick out, but yeah, I'm just counting up the kick out stats here. It's Milltown have lost 9 and won 3 of their kick outs, so it's going to be a tough opportunity, a tough few minutes now until half time for Conor to get these kick outs out.
Decides to go back to the tried and trusted. Up with the body's hair, gets a hand on the football. That'll be a Corofin, a line ball here in front of us. So it's just not happening from the Milltown kick out. That sideline ball is taken a little bit too far down the line for James's Malloy. So his desire. So backwards a go for read 2, but Corofin do lead by 3 with 25 minutes gone here in the first half in Tuam Stadium. 8 points to 5. Dylan Canny now doesn't have a lot of options. Boots the ball backwards, but Brady gets it, and then a quick boot in field, and Gavin Burke now will come and drive him forward with the ball. Good bit of room over that side of the pitch. Gets the 1-2 from Jason Leonard, who quickly put on the handbrake, although he didn't have to. There was enough bodies back, but for a split second he thought it might have been one of the guys to stay at home, or is to can't quite blame him because there is so many bodies over the other end of the pitch in front of the Milltown goal. And Kenny, though, despite the numbers, has found room. Backdoor cut coming through here as well. This could be dangerous. Quick hands comes through.
Hands.
And a beautiful goal. And Ciara Malloy comes on through. But a textbook score from Corofin. 25 and a half minutes gone, almost 26. But the class from Corofin just rises to the top there. The quickest of hands, batted in the end by Ciara Malloy. But I suppose, a stereotypical Corofin score. The backdoor cut just cut Milltown apart there.
Yeah, you could even see in their warm-up the way they were doing it, Jonathan. They were performing that in their warm-up, and Diddy Canning got the ball into space, and quick movement of hands, and a beautiful goal by Corofin to put them 6 points up.
Yeah, you could watch that score all day long. Backdoor cut on the right hand side, punched across the goal and then batted in, but such a brilliant team move, and they've, despite all the bodies back there, they found the room and they cut the Milltown defence to absolute smithereens there. Milltown now coming on the attack, ball in towards the corner. Not quite intended, but Sam Ferrick will get possession back for his side. Comes backwards, it comes now towards Liam Costello. Surrounded by 2 or 3, manages to get a shot away as he squeezes this one over.
Great score,
oh my
Costello.
God, what a wonderful score, what a response. Eye of the needle stuff there. Fine score from Costello, but it's still Corofin by 5, 1-8 to 6 points.
Yeah, he's the master in chief at the moment up there, Costello. When he gets the ball, they're really struggling to handle him, and his dynamic again is he's so low to ground. He cut back there onto his right hand side, and as you said, Jonathan got that 2-2, and eye of a needle. He'd no right to score that, but he definitely did. Got a great score from Milltown, and they need plenty more there where that came from, unfortunately.
Yeah, one of those moments where you've just got to almost look and double look at the umpires when they're given the nod to that actually go over. But it did. It's the latest score here. What's been a pretty lively game so far in Tuam Stadium. Edging closer towards half time. Corofin on the attack again. Dara Silk. Poor hand pass though, unusual though. And Terence Godwin gets the ball back for his side, gives it towards Kavanagh. Milltown not quite looking as fast as the first attacks earlier on in the game. But now, here comes Niall Costello. Go down by the line. Brady's trying to tag him. Brady does well. Might have been a free there. And has been encouraged to take the solo and go, and that he does. And gives it back now towards Liam Costello. Liam Costello now on the wrong side, but hand passes the ball across now towards Martin, who has runners over on the far side, back towards Sam Ferrick. Ferrick is still going. It's traffic. Loses possession of the ball. It scrambles around. Might have been touched on the ground. Is it almost a ruck here? But Corofin come out with the ball. And out comes Conor Cunningham with possession of the ball. And now they come driving forward from one end of the pitch almost to the other. Cunningham, the centre back, chips it over towards the left hand side as the ball dribbles over the halfway line towards Lunny, who comes across now. Steady the chip, has the goal scorer in front of him, Malloy, and Malloy gets possession. Now they're just taking their time because there's a lot of blue shirts in front of them. Malloy now almost at solo, standing position with the solo, gives the ball backwards, and now Dara Silk tidies things up here, chips the ball down the line where it's picked up by Gavin Burke. Gavin Burke now looks up, he's outside the 2-point arc. Into a centre position now is Lunny, and Lunny now quickly, and they switch from right to left over towards the terrace and the scatter people starting to eye on here things at Tuam Stadium. And Lunny now comes across now. Where's Jason Leonard? Jason Leonard goes through the afterburners, take a shot. Was he fouled? Referee tells him up you get. I thought it might have been a foul perhaps as Leonard edged his way through, took a shot. Milltown have to be careful here. Godwin's got all. That's a throw ball if ever I saw it. And then Sam Ferrick is booted away. That's not the cleverest thing in the world. It's probably going to be scoreable free anyways, but it definitely is now.
Yeah, the Corofin are really, when Milltown get on the ball, they really put the squeeze them, and there's going to be an easy opportunity for Leonard or Silk, whichever one of them want to take it, and come up and score another point to their tally. But yeah, it was as I said, it was a clear-cut throw ball there by the Milltown defender. Well,
we all talk about the class of the Corofin attack, but the work rate is just majestic out there.
Oh yeah, there's the fluidity around the field. Is just their movement. As I said, they're at one when they start moving, Corofin, and they're like just a juggernaut coming at you, and it's hard to deal with it, I suppose. And their condition at the moment at Corofin seems to be spot on. Gary Delaney and these backroom team have these lads well primed for the Galway Championship this year.
So Dylan Canny makes no mistake with that one. So 1-9 now for Corofin, 6 points for Milltown. Now as we come closer to the half-time interval here in the first half in Tuam Stadium, 6-point advantage for the county champions. Nolan goes long again. And it's almost a rare moment. Milltown win their own kick out. It's tipped ball down the line now in towards the corner, where Niall Costello hits traffic though this time. Punches the ball in field towards Kavanagh. Kavanagh looking for the option back towards Owen Mannion. Owen Mannion now solos across the 2-point arc. Into a centre position is Mark Hare. Mark Hare gives it towards Mike Farr. Farr now has options over in the left hand side. Gives it towards Jack Corofin. Corofin now on the loop back towards Liam Costello. Shoots from distance. Has he got it? It's gone inside the score,
post.
and he squeezes it in. It's just the one. It was very close to two, but still the one. But another fine score from Costello, and indeed that is the last pieces of moments of the first half. So it's 7 points to Milltown, 1-9 to Corofin, but you just can't deny the absolute sure utter class of the county champions.
Yeah, they're really starting to put their hands behind the wheel now and start to really drive this motor going to the Corofin attack, and you see likes of Gavin Burke and Kieran Brady, Jason Lynn or Darragh Silk really getting hands on the ball, and Dylan McHugh is shown by leaders, by the captain role and driving the Corofin forwards really through. So it's a great first half football, and Corofin will be very happy. Gardelena regroup now and get them going again in the second half.
Well, we're going to try and grab a half-time cuppa here, but here at half-time in the second of the doubleheader at Tuam Stadium, it is Corofin who lead Milltown by 1-9 to 7 points. Strikes it off the hands, spins around, clever little hand pass over the top, and now sees Liam Costello coming through on goal here on the left hand side. Costello strikes it, and Costello puts it over the maroon start.
The possession, but the big thing is to get them possession around the middle quarter, middle half there, and they did that in relation to a back kick out by Healy and Kenny. They're lively in attack and get the ball forward, but good score by Darragh.
Corner towards Costello. Costello cuts inside, gets on his left foot. Costello still going, head down, he's still going through, punches the ball from distance and punches the ball up and punches Darragh Silk. This McHugh on the right hand side, will he go for goal? No, he's happy to punch it up and punch it over the bar. All that is good defending at the back. Still Darragh Silk pops it off the shoulder towards Dylan McHugh, trying to get his second of the game, and he's gone and nailed it. It's a 1 point ball game. Difficult angle, have to curl this one over. It looks like they
are nodding there, yeah.
From Darragh Silk. Strikes with the left. This one looks good. This one is good. And Corofin.
Big score here for Hare if he can kick it over the bar.
He's going to strike off his hands.
That's good.
Oh, it is good. And he squeezes it over. A fine strike from Hare to his side, and he's on the attack here again. His side coming flying forward. Shot is taken from a difficult angle, and the umpire gives it the nod. And why don't they? Wills ball inside where McHugh comes on the run. McHugh now coming to run the heart of Milltown defence. Little short hands back towards Brady. Could be a goal, but he decides to punch it up. And Brady going canny though, despite the numbers, has found room. Backdoor could come through here as well. This could be dangerous. Quick hands comes through, and a beautiful goal. And his side comes backwards. It comes down towards Liam Costello, surrounded by 2 or 3. Manages to get a shot away as he squeezes this one over.
Great score,
oh my
Costello.
God, what a wonderful.
They're at 1 when they start moving Corofin, and they're like just a juggernaut.
Towards Jack Corofin now on the loop back towards Liam Costello. Shoots from distance. Has he got it? It's gone inside the
off the
score.
post.
Colin Brennan's out there, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Where's Jim McGunn's? Sam 5 and 12 for 17 and 21.
Double substitution on the Milltown team at half-time. Number 21, Colin Brennan. Replaced number 12, Mike McWaters.
You're very welcome back to Tuam Stadium for the second half of this Secours Galway Senior Football Championship Group 4 Round 2 clash between the county champions Corofin and Milltown. A couple of changes at half time here for Milltown. Into the action come Colin Brennan and Keith Mannion. Players to depart are number 5 Sam Ferrick and number 12 Mike McWalters. Doesn't appear to be any changes for Corofin, who lead 1-9 to 7 points, and they're on the attack straight away, attacking the scoreboard end here in Tuam Stadium. Dara Silk might have been fouled, but shovels off a couple of challenges. Backwards it goes towards Lunny. There's an overlap over on the left hand side. Leonard quickly across now towards Vincent Gill. Gill's shot is half blocked there and by James Martin, and it's out for 45. So quick start to the second half from Corofin, who don't look like they're resting up there.
No, they're putting the foot pedal to the metal in the second half again and laying down a marker against Milltown. And I don't know who's going to take this 45. Kieran Lyons actually going to have a cut at this, which is unusual. But Kieran is laying down the ball there beside.
Yeah, he likes
one
his
of
strikes.
Ireland's finest Pádraig Dendy Kelly, linesman there.
He had to get the touch in, didn't you? But no, I've seen him try these a few times. He does have a good strike if he gets connection. This one might be a little bit short. It is. Conor Nolan, second occasion, takes control of the O'Neill size 5. Outwards quickly it goes towards Pádraig Godwin, and they move it through their hands cleverly. And John Martin now, and off the shoulder they go. Godwin across now to this side, where James Martin hand pass into trouble. Brennan is gobbled up there, almost a choke tackle. That might be a free there. Brennan definitely welcomed himself to the occasion. Takes the solo go from the wrong location, so take 2. This time goes with the boot, and now Kavanagh gets on possession again. Malloy is like a man possessed out there, putting a lot of work right on and squeezes out as Pádraig Godwin. And now if they go towards James Curran down the line, down the left hand side of the terrace is Mark Hare. Conor Cunningham is on his backside. Cunningham is still putting a lot of pressure on the Milltown man, but backwards it goes now towards Kavanagh, very close to the sideline, but infield they go now, where John Martin looks up, solos with the ball, gives the ball towards Jack Curran. Curran now opens up the leg, thought about going, might have taken a few steps too many. Backwards it goes towards Terence Godwin, goes for 2, but it's nowhere really near the goal. Tom Healy is out and takes that at relative comfort, gives the ball quickly towards McHugh, and now Gavin Burke comes flying forward, and this is where Corofin are so dangerous on the transition. And Vincent Gill now quickly down the line towards Martin Farr. Farr gives it back towards Gill again. Gives it back in turn towards Farr and chips the ball overside, where Dylan Canny does so well. Now he'll take a strike goal. Oh, what a score that is from Dylan Canny. Just as sweet as a strike as you'll see all day long here. Puts the ball over the bar, but not just the strike, Alan, the way he just came out and won the dirty ball, then took his time and curled up a beauty.
And that's what Corofin are good at, getting that one-on-one situation and getting on the loop, and Kenny with beautiful stroke over the bar, and that's what their tradition in relation to the style of kicking, and down through the years of coaching and stuff with Corofin, and beautiful score by Kenny there in the corner.
And Corofin win their own kick out. They lead by 110 to 7 points now, 3 minutes into the second half, and they've got the possession of the ball back again, and you feel like it could be a long second half here for Milltown, because Corofin, when they're on it, they really are on it. Bernard Coe now gets possession of the ball over on the right hand side. Hand passes it over towards Leonard, or Dylan McHugh in fact. Gives the ball back towards Canny. Got that fine strike a couple of moments ago. Conor Cunningham's come forward now, joins on the attack, and this is where Corofin are so dangerous. You can see yellow jerseys swapping left, right and centre angles. They have about 5 or 6 in around the full forward position now as well. They're so dangerous.
Yeah, and on occasions they occupy inside the 14. There's 4 lads inside the 14, and you open up space here for Jason Leonard to get a shot off, but just drops short, and Conor Nolan deals with that. Yeah, it's kind of Kerry-esque where they keep 2 or 3 inside and then float the full forward line, and then create space for the boys running through to get them a chance. But the free out there from Milltown, and yeah, Conor Cunningham tried to get away with a tackle there, but the letter of the law, Pádraig Malloy, the referee, wasn't happy with it.
So James Kavanagh goes outside of the boot, tries to stretch a bit of movement, and that allows Jack Corofin to come down the line towards Mannion. Mannion now takes the ball, hasn't seen a lot of ball so far in the second half, tries to take on Kieran Malloy. Mannion back on the right, this one looks good. Has he got the ball? He has. A fine score from Mannion. Just keeps the Milltown scoring board ticking over for the first occasion in the second half. 8 points now to the 110 of Corofin, but that's a fine individual strike.
Yeah, great strike by Mannion again. We go back to the man, the experience again was outside the boot. James Kavanagh opened up the whole space there, took out a good out of the 3 or 4 the Corofin lads with a long range and pass out to the left hand side, and Owen Mannion was a benefactor with a great score.
Oh, what a strike that is from Healy, and Brady gets a hand on it. And now James Corofin fits a bit of contact, but Brady again is just out-muscled. He is just a wrecking ball in the middle of the pitch. Leonard has been intercepted, but this time Corofin did well, and he did well not to touch the ball on the surface. Milton come on the attack, but a Milton player got, I think, demolished in that sea of bodies from that breaking ball. Half-time score in the other game sees St James's lead Barna by 7 to 9 points. A late goal just before half-time there for St James's. So that's a fascinating game as well. St James's, I thought many people couldn't quite believe when we saw that result at the end of the round 1 games. They had a fairly significant lead over Killallen, who came back to win at the death by 1. So looks like St James's are reacting well so far. Milltown on the attack now. Martin gets the ball now of Liam Costello. Costello surrounded by about 4 or 5. And a breach, is it? 1, 2, 3, not quite sure. James Malloy ran furiously into the goal here. Not quite sure what he's given the free in front of the bridge. It doesn't appear to be. Either way, it's been tapped over the bar by Mike Martin, but a little bit of confusion there. James Malloy, as the Milltown had possession in the right corner forward position, might have been potentially foul over that side, but he warded it free directly in front of the post. No wild complaints from Corofin.
Oh, in fairness, when I must spotted something that we didn't, Johnny, but no complaints from the Corofin management or team. So look at, yeah, he was a good kick off there for
given the eyes there as well, the little sandwich there. Vincent Gill was on the same radar, but now the pressure comes on, and Conor Cunningham has to show a lot of strength and a pace there just to try and win a dirty ball for his side. It sends Gavin Burke on the attack here. 7 minutes now gone in the second half. Corofin leading Milltown by 110 to 9 points. It is Brady in almost an attacking position now. Gets the ball and over towards the right hand side they go. And now they run forward with a bit of pace here. Cutting in from the sideline is Gavin Burke. Now gets possession. Burke going from outside of the original D, and over the bar it goes. And Gavin Burke quickly in on the act, and another fine strike. And just absolutely no fuss. Just gets the ball, swings it over the bar beautifully, and runs back to his position.
Yeah, he started off that score there, getting a ball around the middle of the field and set up. And a lot of the Corofin footballers, like, they play with their heads up playing football, like, you know what I mean. And when they're solo and their head is up looking for the ball straight forward, going forward all the time, and the lies, a shoulder on the back there, that's a foul, well spotted by the referee. But yeah, Gavin popped up there nonchalantly over the left foot over the bar. Great score by Gavin Burke.
Yeah, so Corofin extend their lead to 5, 111 to 9 points. Kavanagh now with a long ball in towards the corner. It's an almighty battle coming in over there. Liam Costello's battling it. Somehow managed to keep possession of the ball. Surrounded by 2 now. Talk about winning a dirty ball for his side. Shouldn't really have got near that one. But now it's get Milltown now. Can they keep a phase of ball? Martin gives the ball in field towards Kavanagh. Kavanagh now outside the 2-point arc. Short little ball, and it comes back now towards Mike Martin. He's a very centre position, looking for options. Hare's over one side, and it's the 2 brothers combined there from Milltown. And now up towards Mannion, is caught high there from Malloy, a free hit, and here comes Kavanagh going for 2. Oh, they'll be coming back for that one. It was the right occasion to come back and try and chance it 2. Bit of confusion here as well. Is he still away?
Johnny.
Yeah, Colin Brennan out, and it's the result is the same. And eventually we'll say, do you know what, lads? We'll just come back for the free. 2-point attempts on the free play, if you want to call it that, come to no avail. So an opportunity just to chip away at the Corofin advantage a bit more. But I suppose you have to credit a bit of reaction. Would have been very easy for Milltown to roll over there at halftime.
Definitely, Johnny. Yeah, in fairness, now the bit of a platform, bit of a debrief inside by the management, and try and get the Milltown brigade going again. But it's important to keep the scoreboard ticking. And look at it was a well-won ball inside by
Owen Mannion,
yeah, and then in return again, Costello is causing havoc on there. So have to get quick ball in there, like not let Corofin get bodies back. Because physically Corofin are in great shape, and once they get this swapped up in relation to the tackles, like here in Malloy, they're putting 2 or 3 tackles. It gets man ball a lot. It's hard to deal with. So, but another good score there by Hare.
Yeah, Mark Hare makes it a 4-point ball game here. Corofin goes short. Conor Cunningham again. He's so strong at that when he can just shield it and spin around. Liam Silk this time goes through the boot up towards Adara Silk, and his options are on his shoulder. Corofin now pushing a lot of bodies ahead of the football. Back comes towards Jack McCabe. Hand pass, a short little hand pass to Adara Silk. Shoots with the left. He has tailed it off towards the right hand side and wide. Unusual, that one, from a centre position. So still a 4-point ball game here for Corofin. 10 minutes now gone in the second half. They're 5th wide of the game. Sees them still lead by 111 to 10 points. Now, this has proven troublesome from Conor Nolan over the course of the day. But he's gone high right again, up towards Brennan. Gets a little bit of nudge, but the breaking ball has been won at the back there. It was Niall Costello who did well, and now Milltown through the hands and hold on to it cleverly. And out comes Owen Larkin, and now with the left boot sees John Martin and stretches it cleverly. Hare goes in towards the corner, and it bounces in front of Owen Mannion. Will he go for a shot here? He's still going. Mannion still going through the middle, then chips it all the way over the left hand side for a 2-point opportunity for Mike Martin. Does he get one? It might be a little bit short. It is. It's into the breadbasket of Tom Healy. On that attack, it comes to nothing. You can see what they're trying to do, a 2-pointer now, but it looks like Milltown are going to get one of the old guns on in the next couple of opportunities. Carl Blake is stripped and ready to go. There's a scrap in the middle of the pitch first, as John Martin was under pressure. Does ever so well to bury himself out of a couple of Corofin bodies. Hare now gets it in the left half forward position. Down the line it goes towards Terence Godwin. Godwin now looking for options. Has to be careful here, surrounded by through. Then Hare is the option with the ball. And now Kavanagh comes forward here. Darren Malloy, one of the Milltown management, is roaring all sorts of instructions out there. But the ball is in possession in a centre position from Owen Mannion. It goes across now towards Mike Martin on the 21. Looking for a backdoor cut here potentially. Still going, trying to get back on that trusty left boot. Comes across now. And it is picked up over there. And still onwards where they go, and a shot has been taken. It's a poor effort. And it's gobbled up at the back there, and it's still in Canny back doing some defending. And this change will potentially take place here at will. It's called Blake. A warrior over the years, looks like he's going to park himself out in the middle of the pitch. What a servant he has been over the years for Milltown. Waiting to see who has making way. Nobody just yet. Oh, here we come now. John Martin will depart here as well. So 12.5 minutes gone now in the second half. It's Corofin who lead Milltown by 4, 111 to 10 points. Corofin have restarted here, and it's Canny who played a little deeper at the last couple of moments. Gets the ball on the halfway line, gives it towards Kieran Brady. Brady now looks up. Corofin, a lot of bodies in around front of the town goal here. They move with their hands. Lunny now spins over towards the right hand side. And he's moving at a good bit of pace. Punches the ball towards McCabe, in towards the corner they go. There's a couple of options in centre position. Leonard is all alone. McHugh decides to go down towards the right hand side, where Gavin Burke now picks things up. And back it comes towards McCabe again. Now centre position to Leonard. Leonard will have to switch it across this side towards Vincent Gill. Veal now looks up and attacks down that left hand side on the loop. Now comes Dylan Canny. Strokes. This one mightn't have the best of contact. It's not. And it's picked up there by Conor Nolan. Now Milltown have trying to force us out there in their own corner back position. It's Mike Martin. Numbers mean absolutely nothing out there as things stand, Alan.
No,
players are popping up everywhere.
Exactly, and the Corofin statsman won't be happy in relation to the 3 balls going dropping into Conor Nolan's paws there in the second half, and it's giving a bit of momentum from Milltown to try and win ball around the middle and get on the ball, and that's Carl Blake's first
his back,
ball,
isn't
good
he?
ball, yeah.
And now here we go, opens the legs now, Niall Costello, encouraged to come forward. Costello still going, has been pulled down there by Conor Cunningham.
Relax.
A clever little free, you would have to say. But just thought he was coming through. The change could take place here from Corofin. Ross Cohen, another one of the players to make his way through this, I suppose, conveyor belt of underage talent for Corofin. He is on. Wait and see who's going to depart. Is it Jason Leonard, perhaps? Or is he just moved to the sideline?
22, Ross Cohen, replaced number 12.
It is Jason Leonard who departs. So, but this is a 2-point effort here from Mike Martin. This would remarkably make it a 2-point ball game halfway through the second half. Would have certainly taken that, but still here comes a difficult opportunity. Over on the right hand side, just inside the 45, a couple of yards out past the right hand side post. So perfect angle for a left footer. Oh, it started off very, very left. It's going to hang, it's going to swirl a lot. Oh, it's made its way over.
Beautiful.
It started off over the scoreboard and come all the way in over the maroon spot in the end. It is a 2-pointer. And it nearly just tricked us all there. What a bit of top
The
spin.
way it started off there, it was nearly when the camera eye looked at the Supermax sign pulled in, but it just hung up beautifully, because he had a chance there, if you remember, Johnny, about 2 minutes ago there. The same opportunity, so he made sure with that one. Such a great score by Michael Martin.
And Milltown
the turnover here
got
as
the
well
turnover
now.
and the kick out as well. So 15 minutes gone in the second half. It's 1-11 for Corofin, 12 points for Milltown. That's a 2-point advantage to the county champions. But a fine strike there a couple of moments ago, and I think they smell a little bit of an opportunity to make a hell of a game of this going down the end.
Yeah, and it just all came from a bit of experience by Cathal Blake. He took out 2 or 3 lads there with a side right-footed kick into the full forward line, and they worked the score and ended up getting a free here by Herb made sure with the score, so it's great. Martin made the score, should I say.
So Terence Godwin now gets position just inside the Corofin half. Hand passes the ball across towards Keith Mannion. It's a slip almost in front there, but Liam Costello does get possession. In towards the corner it goes, where it's picked on by Martin. A couple of moments ago he got a free. He's trying to win a free this time. Told to get up this time. Ball is pushed on the line. Costello is going through from the tightest of angle. Across, it's bad, it's off the crossbar. Comes out again. Mannion into the top corner of the net. And remarkably, Milltown lead here in the second half. 1-12 to 1-11. Game very much on, Alan.
Yeah, great score there, and it was a brilliant run there by Martin, and he got on the ball, and Owen Mannion across got a tap in, but again Costello is causing havoc with the ball. He gets on the in-line, he had no right to hold on to that ball, but a quick ball across and came off the crossbar, and Mannion was there like a predator to box it into the net.
And they've won
Now
the kick out as well. So Milltown now, can they get a purple patch? Martin coming forward here again towards Costello. How did he squeeze through that couple of moments ago there? Liam is going with his right. Oh, it's a poor effort,
the wrong
poor
option there,
decision making there as well. Courage come forward, but on his weaker right foot with a man on his shoulder running away from his goal, it was going to be a challenge. So cool heads are desired here. That you would say is Corofin have been in this situation so many times over the years. You talked about their muscle memory going to the bank at half time there. Although Milltown, just to say that, are starting to do what Corofin did their kick out in the first half, if that makes sense. That's 3 in a row.
It is, yeah, and you can see the likes of Cathal Blake. That's why Milltown have brought him on, a bit of experience out around the middle, a bit of height and strength, and he's getting hands on ball and a bit of experience to pass the ball through the lines, and hopefully Corofin probably might get a turnover here now, but it's gone a bit sloppy there on the sideline.
It's a scrap. I'm not sure where the ball is. Corofin come out of Brady, comes out of it through. They have the advantage there as well, but certainly unlike the first game here at Tuam Stadium, at 12.5 minutes to go, this one very much is a ball game here. Milltown leading by 1, but Corofin on the attack again. Lundy down towards the line, gives a 1-2, and still finds some space now. It's Ross Cohen, the substitute, breaks the 21 over on the left hand side. Across it comes now towards Farr shoots. He's going to tail this one off towards the left and wide. So we're seeing some unusual stats, you would say. You talked about the kickouts, you talked about the one short, but that's 6 wides for Corofin.
Yeah, it's unusual Corofin in relation to that when they get possession they make hay, but yeah, it's the last 10 minutes it's been fairly got lively, and but as you said, Johnny, Corofin don't panic. So look at it, the next quarter is going to be a massive 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, you'd imagine they'll potentially go to their bench as well. They've littered with stars there as well. As this time it's their turn to win the opposition kick out, and Roscona's on the attack. Canning now is under pressure. He's a foul. Referee says no. Chip ball over the top. It's a little bit too much. It was almost the perfect ball up towards Dylan McHugh.
But again, we'll go back. That's the fourth ball into Conor Nolan's hands. It just wasn't good enough, Johnny, and it's given the launch point to give some oxygen to Milltown to get a restart again. But yeah, look at it. It's all to play for here at the moment. But Corofin are looking to really put a squeeze on them here at the moment, and the management of Corofin here are trying to get pressure on Milltown that they don't get a turnover down here, and this side they're looking for a big switch, and here it comes.
Big switch across now where Jack Caron gets on possession. One of those dangerous passes, not in the coach manual, but it was an important one. Switches across the face of the goal, finds a bit of space, and now Kavanagh is starting to grow into the game the last couple of moments. And it's Carl Blake now surrounded about 3 or 4, just about gets his hand pass off towards Kavanagh. And backwards it goes now. Milltown keeping possession just inside their own half-back line. Have to be so careful here. As Godwin now weaves his way around and loses the ball, picks it up on the second occasion. Gets a short little hand pass off towards Keith Mannion. Down the line it goes. Jack Caron. They do find some space. Inside they go now. And Milltown leading by 1 on the attack. Mannion, the ball in towards the corner, towards Owen Mannion. Owen Mannion spins around. He's got a couple of big scores. Gives it on the shoulder. Liam Costello has been down there by Bernard Cohen. You would imagine potentially James Malloy will be reaching for the pocket here as well. But if they do get a score out of this resultant free, you'd imagine Mike Martin will fancy this one. It's over on the right hand side, but on the 14. They'll have earned it because they were stuck in their own left cornerback position. They were stuck in their right cornerback position, the right halfback position.
Yeah, they must put 20 passes together there the first time in the match, Jonathan, and really put a quick hands to the play and mind the ball. And that's what you have to do with Corofin. Like, you have to suck them out and don't give away the ball soft. Don't turn over soft possession to Corofin, because if you do get turnovers against Corofin, they will make hay. But in fairness to Milltown, they were patient, back their beliefs in relation to ball to hand all the time and quick hands, and it's ended up here with Hare with a chance to put them 2 points up.
So here comes Mike Martin trying to extend the Milltown lead, coming up to less than 10 minutes to go at the end of the game here in Tuam Stadium, and he's nailed it. So 113 for Milltown, 111 for Corofin, 21 minutes gone, and we have a grandstand finish here in Tuam Stadium. Milltown now trying to put pressure on the kick out of Tom Healy for Corofin. Pretty much gone man to man seems to be the approach as we look across the pitch. He drives it high, right down the middle of the pitch. Up go the bodies, Kavanagh and Brady. The ball breaks and it's Liam Silk coming, driving like a train now. There's options in field if he can punch the ball inside. Still Silk going, goes over towards the right hand side. Shot goes in from the left. Have they got it? The shot goes up and the shot goes over the bar, and it's a 1 point ball game here in Tuam Stadium. It's a fine score. It's got over the bar. And it is Keane Murphy, who must have just been introduced in the last couple of moments. He had a fine game against Monavea Abbey, and he's made it a 1 point ball game with 8 minutes of football to go.
Yeah, that was a big kick out that Corofin won, and as the bodies went up, Liam Silk just took a chance in that and broke through the middle and laid off the hand pass, and it was a lovely score by Murphy to bring it back to a 1 point ball game.
What a catch that is. Malloy does as I say it. Somehow Colin Brennan gets the ball out. Referee or Milltown bench are going berserk. They wanted a free. Nothing doing by the officials. To say they are irate is an understatement. It's a big moment. But Corofin get possession back one and try and get an equaliser here. The one thing they won't do is panic. They've been in this situation so many times over the years, and a lot of the time it's been here in Tuam Stadium as well. Here comes Vincent Gill into towards the corner towards Jack McCabe. Back it goes towards Ross Cohen. Keane Murphy, he got that fine score a couple of moments ago, gets possession. Now Milltown now really putting the pressure on. The ball is over on the right hand side, very close to the sideline. Dylan Canny now, it's been out. The place is going, but the flag is going crazy. Trying to get the walkie-talkie on. It should be a sideline ball here. James Malloy is looking around. He says, I don't know what to do. And then what he does is, do you know what, I'll just give a free out.
Yeah.
There's As you would anticipate, it's all action on the sideline.
It is for sure, yeah. And Pádraig was frantically looking for the microphone to be working there to get in contact with Pádraig Malloy. But Corofin or Milltown have an opportunity here. Owen Mannion again. Here comes Costello.
Costello now trying to get it around. Costello still going. Flicks the ball back towards Martin. Martin to try and extend it. This Martin, has he squeezed it over? He has. Over the bar it goes. And Milltown lead by 2. 6.5 minutes to go. Ooh, is there something big on here? We all thought this was going to be one-way traffic. Whatever the outcome, it certainly won't be that.
It is, and definitely whatever that Milltown had in their cup of tea at half time, they're winning here 7-3 in the second half, and at the moment they're 2 points up with just under 7 minutes to go. So kick out here, and Blake is going to win this one.
Blake has got it. That's a couple of gone astray, and again, whatever the outcome, Corofin will be looking at their kickouts again, both sides in fact. But here comes Owen Mannion. Owen Mannion coming through, and he's been pulled down. The referee says no.
Up you
get. As it flicks the ball back towards Martin. Martin, can he punch this one over? On the right. This will be a collector's item. He's
great
got
score,
it.
and it's right.
Milltown by 3. Scarcely believe the words you're saying. There's 6 minutes to go, but Milltown lead the county champions by 3 points.
And Micheál Martin has really stepped up in the last few minutes. He got the last 3 points in a row from Milltown, and that seems to be the difference here at the moment. And again, as I go back again, the experience out around the medal with Blake and Cavan and these lads are really come to the fore. And when they get into that nucleus of the two boys in there, Mannion and Costello, they're causing havoc for the Corofin full back line. There's another switch here in the Corofin team.
Yeah, so for Milltown straight away, and as I see Sean Blake has come on, another one of the Blake clan. Niall Costello has limped off. I think it's that collision he got a couple of moments ago when he's on the attack. And a change as well. I see Martin Farr, or no, there's a change potentially to come here as well. Let's see, Mike Farr looks like he's good to go. But the sideline ball has gone over the top. Try to get confirmation of that Corofin change there a couple of moments ago. It's a sideline ball. It's Colin Brady who comes in, and he replaces Vincent Gill. Martin goes short with the sideline ball. Down the line it goes. He wants it back. Martin gets it back from Godwin. Martin's still going. Can he get it through? He's got the last two. He's bouncing the ball. He's surrounded. He's nearly run out of traffic. Gets to turn around. He has. Throws the ball away. It was a hint of a Limerick hand pass off that one, I have to say. But they keep on possession. Back outside the 45 in front of the stand here. There's 5 minutes of normal time to go. Milltown lead the county champions by 3. And they have possession of the ball. Kavanagh gets it back. From here, over towards the left-hand side they go. Over towards Jack Curran. Curran now punches the ball towards the left-hand side. They're trying to play keep ball. Trying to hold on to possession because Corofin are an absolute dangerous beast when they go. Standing position. Sean Blake now with his first touch of the football since his introduction a couple of moments ago. Mannion now in front of the right-hand side. Not a lot of movement inside. Punches the ball down the line towards Martin. He's been outstanding in the last couple of moments in particular. Sean Blake now scoops around and gives it to his brother Carl. Carl now looks up and they're keep ball again. This is a game of chicken and egg here now situation. It's playing with fire at times. If it works, it'll be absolutely impressive, but it is comes with a lot of risk as the pressure now comes on Liam Costello. And now Brennan now has to come out of there, and Milltown now has come on through, and they just about get a hand pass away. Mannion scoops the ball backwards to Colin Brennan. Can't go back to his goalkeeper. Has to try and get the ball over the other side of the pitch. Kavanagh is the option over there, but it's Pádraig Godwin who comes through. Has been fouled. The ball comes out, and to scramble now in the middle pitch. Referee says play on, bodies everywhere. Colin Brady has the ball up towards Keane Murphy. Over on the right hand side to go. This coming through. Ross Cohen comes through. Ross Cohen takes his shot as he put it up. He's put it over the bar. It's back to a 2-point game here in Tuam Stadium. And up comes into the occasion more experience. Mike Farr, I'd love to count the number of county medals out there now, Alan. There's quite a lot.
There is for sure, and a bit more experience is coming in for Kenny, but look at it's kind of do or die now. Like 2 points to go, 2 points in it with 3 minutes to go. But Larney got caught there in a situation that didn't need to be, and Milltown tried to get over there the line with getting a few hand passes going together, but it nearly worked for them. But unfortunately, got turned over, and Corofin would do the punish you when they make a mistake.
Now, what you would say is possession absolutely paramount here off this kick out from Conor Nolan. They have been mixed, and particularly in the first half, but he goes long up to a sea of bodies. Colin Brennan gets a paw on the ball out towards Kavanagh. It gets it, and there's a lot of pressure here from Dara Silk. Has to go backwards, scoops the ball. It comes off the head of Pádraig Godwin. Now they come back, Kavanagh soccer style, but it's Mike Farr straight away. The ball has come up. Milltown somehow get possession back. Scarcely believable stuff here as Keith Mannion stops the ball for the second occasion, and it's possession back towards Corofin. There's a lot of pressure out here.
Keith Mannion won't watch that back tomorrow now, because that's another turnover at Corofin, and just right in the time that they didn't need it. But look at if Milltown need to not concede a goal here, and they might have an opportunity to hold out at least for a minimum of a draw.
So Corofin on the attack. They trail Milltown by 2, but here comes the opportunity. This could potentially be a goal. They should try to shoot from the right hand side. It's a 1-point ball game here in Tuam Stadium. A fine score, topped over the bar there.
Colin Brady,
and it's Colin Brady, yes it is indeed, just into the action a couple of moments ago, makes a quick mark on the scoreboard. So a 1-point ball game with a minute and a half to go here in a Tuam Stadium. Corofin trail Milltown by a single point, but they've got the last 2. What is going to happen next? It's a grandstand finish if nothing else. Nolan now looks up. He's gone high right the last couple of times. Looks like he's going something similar again. Kick out needs to be won here by both sides, and as Brady comes out like a train, wins like a feast coming out of the top of the skies, and now they're on the attack again, trying to get an equaliser, and it's Brady again, scoops his way inside traffic, still going, takes a lot of steps, and then his shot comes out through, and Niall Costello somehow comes out of a crowd with the football. 3 minutes of additional time. We've about 3.5 to go. Kavanagh outside of the boot, tries to find Mark Hare. He's open country in front of him. He needs to keep on possession. Up the corner they go towards the outstanding O'Manion. O'Manion comes around again, gives it back towards Hare. Hare now playing keep ball, but at least it's in the right attack of the half of the pitch, you would say, from the Milltown perspective. Push up is the call you're saying there, Fallon. Oh, it's a straight intercepting ball, and it's picked up by Brady. Now come Corofin on the attack, trying to get the equaliser. It's a Christmas present come early from the county champions. Mike Farr now gets possession. He's going to show all the experience in the world. We've just about to start the 3 minutes of addition on here. Milltown lead by 1, but possession now with Corofin. Keane Murphy, the substitute, he's already got 1 so far. Mike Farr now gets possession of the ball again, looking around. He's outside the 45. He edges his way over towards the right hand side. Onwards he's going. There's nobody coming towards him. He's still on goal. He might take a shot. Now punches a short ball towards Liam Silk. Silk strikes it. Silk puts it over the bar. It's all square here in Tuam Stadium. 1:15 apiece. And it's all, here we go, about another minute and a half or so.
Yeah, I was praising Mark Hare there earlier on in the second half, and that's a turnover that just one of your most experienced players didn't have to do, and it's set up for Corofin for another score there. And yeah, we're down to a draw match here at the moment with time on the clock, 30-30. Yeah,
it looks like potentially Niall Costello has got off a couple of moments ago, an injury. Looks like he wants to come on for the last couple of moments. Up comes the ball. Who's going to get it? It's Ciara Malloy. He's come through a crowd, and the last 2 catches have been absolutely imperative. Brady a couple of moments ago, Malloy this time.
Yeah, the two of the best players for Corofin on the pitch today, the 2 boys, and they're here, they're coming again. And I think Corofin getting these situations, as I said earlier on, they just don't know panic to get it through the lines, and they'll work a score or free or something like that. They're going to count down the clock here now and see how they get on.
So we've played a minute of the 3 minutes of addition time. It's all square here in Tuam Stadium, 1:15 apiece. It's a long hand up in the air there from Dylan Canny, left hand up in the air, some sort of sign. They've put about half the parish in front of the goal mount here as well.
It all up, yeah, so looking for the runners. Here we go.
And they found space, onwards it goes. Cohen gives it back towards Farr, quick hands over towards the right hand side, and now they got room. Here comes the opportunity, but it's a dive at the dead from Niall Costello. Has he got possession? It is too important intervention. Now they need to keep the football. Inside it goes there, it's picked up by Terence Godwin. He's coming through. Has he the hand up? The pressure comes on. It's a turnover. Just about got the hand pass off and scooped across. Here over towards the left hand side. Now Milltown on the attack. Corofin now have to get about 10 bodies back. Milltown now keeping the ball. We've played 2 minutes of the 3. The time is up. Milltown bench are encouraging the Milltown side to come forward.
Milltown need to get up because they're going to be under pressure up here, because that's what happened the last time, the turnover. They're out their legs, Milltown now. Absolutely out their legs.
So it's a free bit awarded in the cornerback position of Corofin. You would suggest it's one more attack for them to try and get the winner here as they come forward. McHugh towards Malloy. He's inside his own half. On the halfway line now as he just breaks it. Looks up. Milltown bodies are tiring here. Malloy scoops the ball infield. There's about 30 seconds to go here at Tuam Stadium. It's all level. Can the county champions pull this one out of the bag? They have possession of the ball. You'd fancy them at this stage as they come forward again. They'll definitely get a shot away, you would anticipate. Farrer gets possession of the ball over on the left hand side with Gavin Burke. Will he go for it? Gavin Burke takes his down. The ball half swings away, comes back towards Keane Murphy. Murphy now has an opportunity. He's outside the 2-point arc on the left hand side. Milltown, everyone at home as they try and cloud out the arc It's over towards the right hand side it goes. There's about 15 seconds to go. Here comes Dylan McHugh. Over towards the right hand side he goes. They get the shot in. It's blocked. It's blocked. And there's Jack Corofin. And there is that the full time whistle? It is the full time whistle at Tuam Stadium. It's finished in a draw. Milltown bodies drop to the line, but somehow they've dug out a draw against the county champions, 1-15 apiece. But what a game of football, Alan.
Yeah, great second half by Milltown. They outscored Corofin there by 3 or 4 points and brought it back to a draw match. And yeah, really enjoyed that game of football, Jonathan. But just throw lively forwards up front can cause damage to any team. And Mannion and Costello for Corofin really put the Corofin to their cost this evening, and they came out with a great draw.
Well, I suppose if there ever was a game or result to be a docket ruiner, I think this was it. I think many people, myself included, I have to confess, were pretty sure that this would be another Corofin victory. But what do you put that down to? Like, particularly that second quarter where Corofin destroyed the Milltown kick-out at half-time. What was it, 19-7? You thought that was going to be it, but they found a way to dig in.
They did, and in fairness, what Milltown needed to do was to really push up on that kick out, and they weren't being aggressive enough. We were saying that at half time there, Kevin, they just weren't being aggressive enough under the kick out, and when they came to terms with that, and when they started winning the breaks around the middle, Milltown started dictating games and started putting a few scores together, and that made the difference. They get their platform further forwards, the Harers, the Costos, the Mannions this world to get on the ball and get their scoring. And if forwards don't have the ball, they won't score. And in fairness to Milltown, they get in the middle third, they really get snuffed out the running lines of McHugh and Brady from midfield, even though the Malay and McCabe got 2 great catches there at the end. But in fairness to Milltown, diehards, and I must give a mention out to James Cavan at the end as well, was outstanding for Milltown around the middle. His experience, his know-how, he really pulled the strings together for them. And in entertaining match here in Tuam Stadium this evening, really, Johnny, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so what it means is now is that Milltown and Corofin on 3 points apiece. So that group could get quite lopsided coming into the final rounds of games. Of course, we do have on Navan and Lettermore to play Monavea Abbey, and then the final round of games will be Corofin against Navan and Lettermore and Milltown versus Monavea. So all to play for in Group 4. I suppose a quick look back on the star performance out here in this pretty lively game that's finished to draw. Who gets your reward for man of the match?
As I mentioned, a few lads there on the middle for Milltown, Kavanagh, Jack Curran did very well, and Mark Caher and Michal Martin and Owen Mannion up front, and Costello was very good up front. And I must give a mention to Corofin as well in Kieran Brady, Dara Silk, who got a few scores, Dylan McHugh and Kieran Malaya. But my man of the match today will go to Liam Costello, who was the forefront for everything that was positive about Milltown today. From the get-go, he got the first few scores, and I think he ended up with 3 points from play. But even there at the end, he won a turnover in the last 30 seconds to make this a draw, and it was one of his better games for Milltown. And fair play to Liam on his man of the match.
Yeah, so that wraps up a pretty exciting second game here in the doubleheader at Tuam Stadium. Don't forget as well, we will have the cameras in Pearse Stadium tomorrow for that double header of action. Some more exciting games to come here on Galway GA TV. But it has finished a draw in this Bond Secours Galway Senior Football Group 4 Round 2 clash, 1-15 apiece. We'll leave you with some highlights, and we'll try to come back to you also with some reaction to come from both camps. Strikes it off the hands, spins around the middle, hand pass over the top. Now seems to be Costa coming through and going here on the left hand side. Costa strikes it. Costa puts it over the Maroons charge.
Possession, possession, quarter,
corner towards Costa. Costa cuts inside, gets on his left. Costa still going, head down, he's still going through. Punches the ball from distance and punches the ball up. And punches are still. This McHugh on the right hand side. Will he go for goal? No, he's happy to punch it up and punch it over the bar. Oh, that is good defending at the back. Still Darcy pops it off the shoulder towards Dylan McHugh, trying to get his second in the game, and he's gone and nailed it. It's a 1-point ball game. Difficult angle to call this one over. It looks like
there's a lot there, yeah.
Jarvis. punch it up and ready to go. Kenny though, despite the numbers, has found room. Backdoor could come through here as well. This could be dangerous. Quick hands comes through, and a beautiful goal. And Kill's side comes backwards. It comes now towards Liam Costello, surrounded by 2 or 3. Manages to get a shot away as he squeezes one over.
Great score,
oh my
Costello.
God, what a wonder!
They're at 1 when they start moving Corofin, and they're like just a juggernaut.
Towards Jack Corofin now on the loop back towards Liam Costello. Shoots from distance. As he got it, it's gone inside the score,
post.
And a squeeze. Gives it back and turn towards Farr and chips the ball over side. Dylan Canny does so well now. He'll take a strike goal. Oh, what a score that is. That's the ball. Hasn't seen that ball so far in the second half. Tries to take out Kieran Malloy. Banyan back on the right. This one looks good. Has he got the ball? He has. A fine score. In front of the bridge. It doesn't appear to. Either way, it's been tapped over the bar. Pace here. Cutting in from the sideline. Is Gavin Burke now gets possession. Burke going from outside of the original D, and over the bar it goes.
Gone there, so I have to get quick ball in there, not let Corofin get bodies back, because physically Corofin are in great shape. And
angle for a left footer. Oh, it started off very, very left. It's going to hang, it's going to swirl a lot. Oh, it's made its way over.
Beautiful.
It's going through from the tightest of angle. Across it's off the crossbar. Comes out again. Mannion into the top corner of the net. And remarkably. Town lead. Coming up to less than 10 minutes to go at the end of the game here in Tuam Stadium. And he's nailed it. So 113, can punch the ball inside, still going, goes over towards the right hand side, shot goes in from the left, have they got it? The shot goes up and the shot goes over the bar, and it's a pretty good run. Costello's still going, flicks the ball back towards to Martin to try and extend it. This Martin, has he squeezed it over? He has. Over the bar it goes down, the referee says no.
Up you get.
As it flicks the ball back towards Martin, can he punch this one over? On the right, this will be a collector's item, he's got it. Up towards Keane Murphy, over on the right hand side to go. This coming through, Ross Cohen comes through, Ross Cohen takes his shot as he put it up. He's put it over the bar. So Corofin on the attack. They trail Milltown by 2, but here comes the opportunity. This could potentially be a goal. They should try to shoot from the right hand side. It's a 1-point ball game here. There's nobody coming towards him. He's still on goal. He might take a shot. No, punches a short ball towards Liam Silk. Silk strikes it. Silk puts it over the bar. Manager Owen Godwin, man of the match Liam Costello. A battle against the county champions, but you got a valuable point.
Yeah, absolutely. We went in today, I suppose, more hope than anything else, but we knew we were going to give it everything we had, and that's the Milltown spirit, and that's the spirit that we're developing in this squad. And yeah, it was one of those games probably could have, should have, and at the end of the day we're delighted with a point against the county champions.
You must have been so pleased with the fight. You touched on there the pride in the parish and everything like that, because at half time it would have been easy to roll away.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, later more as well, we did the same thing. Like, we came out and we fought again. You know, that early stages, it's such a vital part of the game. And the boys, and they stuck in well, and they gave, you know, we rallied after Corofin's dominance in the second quarter. So we're happy, delighted.
This lad beside me didn't do too badly either.
Yeah, look at, you know, We did exceptionally well today. Fair play to them. And I mean, it takes a lot to keep going, even though I'll be there on the line driving them on. But it takes a lot to keep going, and fair play to him. One of his best performances in a good while.
And Liam, yourself, a right battle out there. You are playing the county champions after all.
Yeah, we knew that coming into it was going to be an extremely tough game. We knew, like, the group, a lot of the games could be 50-50. So we kind of were aiming to get a result here, and look, we got a result. We didn't get the win, but at the same time, it could have went either way there. Then we're very happy to get the draw after it.
Yeah, it must have been a battle to play on, and towards the end there as well was with Manic.
Yeah, it was very tough. In fairness, the three up inside, our inside man there, O'Manion, he won a few crucial balls, and Mike Martin came on and tipped over the scores just to keep us in the game coming down the final stretch. And once we knew we were in it in the final stretch, we knew we could be thereabouts, and thank God we finished up the draw.
Is it about belief?
Definitely, yeah. Definitely to have good belief, and that'll give us great belief going into look forward to Monavea. Now will be another very tough game in 2 weeks' time, and we'll start preparing for that on Tuesday evening.
Yeah, got it. That's a battle to look forward to, isn't it? But you come into it on 3 points. That's an important step.
Yeah, but it is going to be a battle, like a serious battle. We've never had our own way with Monavea down through the years, and look at their formidable force. Even though they have no points, but they'll be looking to get something on the board before the end of the year. So yeah.
Thanks very much, guys, for coming out. Great result. Thanks, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you. So that brings to an end the action here of a double header at Atune Stadium. We had a victory earlier on for Montbellier Mile Law over St Michael's, and then a right good old-fashioned battle between Corofin and Milltown. Couldn't be decided in the end, 1-15 apiece. That brings to an end all the action here on Galway GA TV. Don't forget, another double header of action to come in Pearse Stadium tomorrow. But for now, Slán agus Ihawa.